Obviously, it seems my time on TikTok may be coming to an end. Yes, I've been shadow banned heavily. And not only that, but any content I put up, any videos regarding any issues, any topical issues that arise, those videos, some of them are getting strikes as violations against them. And other videos are hitting like very, very low numbers. Obviously, TikTok's not pushing them like that. And I think that's to do with the content. Ultimately, what it comes down to is a lot of these sites do have a very BLACK, anti-Nubian agenda. Okay? And the thing is, when I speak, I'm not actually speaking against the status quo. I'm not speaking against any other people. I'm just simply putting the issues forward like any other news outlet, like any other TikToker, like any other YouTuber. I'm simply putting it out there. So I don't see what I've done wrong. What it is I do feel is maybe the spin that I'm putting on it. Because I go into more detail, okay? I break it down more. That's what it is. I'm not giving you the general opinion then, oh, it's wrong and that's it. I'm going into detail. And what they don't want is people like ourselves to have any form of leadership or any form of, you know, what they want us to do is embrace anti-intellectualism. I've said that before. And they're winning. They're succeeding. Okay? That's why now you've got all these far right groups and far right commentators walking all over us. In fact, it's okay stopping me, okay, but what about these other far right commentators who blatantly talk racism? You know, the Caucasian girl, the brunette girl who's always going in saying that black folks CHIMP out and things like that, or the white guy with the beard who's always coming at black folks. Even those two brothers now, calling us ghetto and this and that, and they want, repatriation and so forth. Be it here or in America, these people are coming out. But yeah, it's okay for them to speak. But when someone like myself says something, we gotta shut that down. And if you notice, when these people do have black folk on their shows, whatever, they always pick the right ones, don't they? The ones who will kowtow, or the ones that can't articulate the message properly. And it's always been that way. It's been that way. Well, not always been that way. It's been that way for the last couple of years now. And it's a very smart ploy. I'm not going to hold that against them because I understand their agenda. I've had many cultural Facebook pages pulled down. Don't forget. My original Tapped Uncle page on there pulled down. Don't forget. So let me just quit on top now and maybe come back a little later. Okay? What I've done now is put a few little memes on there to get the page moving. But ultimately, I think, as it is, with what I'm going to do here, for now on TikTok, it's time up. It's got to be that way. Let's not forget, I was on there years ago doing this kind of thing. Not TikTok, but YouTube, years ago, And for me, TikTok came later with the earlier videos. If you look at my early selection of videos, a lot of them I've actually archived and some removed. But then again, that was a bit of a problem. So ultimately, I moved this page to where I want it to be in terms of, how it is. What I might do is post some previous content. I've got all the old videos. The more topical, educational ones I may put up, because a lot of you like those ones. But ultimately, let me refer you to my YouTube page. Okay? You can find me on there, Tapped Uncle YouTube. That's where most of my work is. But as it stands, I think my work here is done. So TikTok, CIA, MI5, whoever you are behind this, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, whoever it is, I don't know. You've won. Well done. And that's it. So for now, it is what it is. Later.